Generation of Spectators. Have you guys ever heard that phrase? For the men in the era of the 1950s, there was a movie that aligned with the masculine quite well. It was very enjoyed and was interpreted and understood by men. And it just so happened that it was named after a psychology study. A study that signifies rebellious behavior. Rebellious behavior in the search for honesty, truth, and decency in the present moment. Rebel Without a Cause, still to this day, is idolized by a lot of men, with its meaning and message behind it. So the basis of the plot of that movie is a rebellious kid moving to a new town in search for a clean slate of life, away from the past rebellious behaviors he was engaged in, and is put to the test of those rebellious behaviors. I would say to really open his eyes to truly how to use and maintain correctly with your rebellious behavior as a man. Now, a lot more younger generation currently would bring up the movie Fight Club from the 90s. And Fight Club takes what Rebel Without a Cause implies up to 100. Breaks the scale with it. The feminization of culture and the emasculating of culture. And prone to our natural abilities, we're masculine. We're masculine men. And once our nature is threatened, we rebel. Because you cannot threaten our nature. You cannot threaten what cannot be threatened with. Now, of course, these are both just movies and they're not reality. So don't think that that's reality. Like I did in high school with Fight Club. But there are meanings that are very truthful into that. And it has to do with that saying I said at the beginning of this video. Generation of Spectators. Men need to rebel. We need to. It's healthy for us. It takes a lot of gumption to fight for the truth of the world, to figure out the truth of the world, to learn from the truth of the world, to understand it. The truth should be the only thing that should be worth rebelling for. And us men have natural rebelliancy. Our testosterone is higher, we're built more with more muscle capacity, we're very physical. What brings prone to that is rebellious behavior. Dominance. Not dominance in the sense of over-judging, but a dominance in the sense of centered rebelliance. Being equal with the world, but also letting the world not fuck with you. And that's a phrase that a lot of people are feeling today amongst men. A lot of us feel like we're going into a generation of spectators. So they use phrases like,
men's environment society is being more feminized.
And obviously if you push more the opposite of what a masculine man is into a masculine man's world, if that man is truly a masculine man, he spectates. He can't do anything about it. He can't rebel against it. If the culture's changing like this, where it almost feels like its foot's on your neck, showing you that you need to approve of this, and there's no refusal, you become a spectator. You accept how it is, and you just move on with your life. That light's break. But that just won't work with us guys. It won't. You can't go against the nature of it. Sooner or later, a rebellion will happen. And all of us might. Not all at once, not in a group, at any time, at any day, at any second. It's gonna happen. Let it out. Get good at it. Get good at timing with it. Get good at using it in the correct manner to state your dominance in this world. To show your world that I'm not fucking with you right now. So I suggest not fucking with me. As you can see, my hair is not the same color as it naturally is. It was soccer season. I'm really into the sport. I have been for about 2 years. And I got into it because my mother misses her dad. My mother's parents are from the Netherlands. Her father, which I was named after, is a huge soccer fan. And I was wearing his jersey in, I think it was the last couple of videos. And honestly, I went through with this because it makes my mom happy. It makes her think of her dad more. And I know that really makes her very happy. So, what would you think I would be thinking as I'm going to the store getting groceries and some string-bearing hillbilly bumps into me and I could hear about close to a foot away under his breath, very softly, calls me a faggot. I'd want to rebel. I'd want to go right up to the guy and rebel with 2 black eyes in his stupid fucking face. But in a sea of nobodies, remember, you're the only somebody that matters, so don't waste your time with it. Keep it under control, and always keep an account of what's going on, and make sure the world doesn't fuck with you. Make sure your world's not trying to control you. Brush off the bullshit, and utilize your natural abilities of rebellions as a man at the correct and effective times.
Saint Perigine, patron saint of all forms of cancer. We ask you for your help in asking God to heal my cancer and keep it in remission. Pray for me so that I may live a long and faithful life.